These glitter bagels are gorgeous, delicious, and perfectly chewy. Yum! Want to learn how to make them? Well, you! They're my secret recipe, and I'll never ever tell, even if you shoot my kids in front of me. I have 3 of them: Olivia, the soccer star, Emma, the queen of sass, and my kindergartner, Elijah, the light of my life. And I don't give a rat's ass if you kidnap them, hit them with your car, make them record little videos where they plead, "Mommy, Mommy, please, just give TikTok the recipe." No, because I worked hard on these bagels, harder than anything I've worked on in my entire life, and I'm not going to hand it over just like that. You couldn't even begin to imagine the things I've sacrificed to get to these bagels. Oh, you want to know what goes inside this bowl? Eat shit, leeches! My children get out of Brown Elementary School every day at 2:35 p.m. Go ahead, see if I care. Now get out of my kitchen!
With each successive bite failing to relieve his anxieties, increasingly worried man Dylan Hawks told reporters today that he has yet to come across any trace of guacamole in his burrito, despite having specifically requested it when ordering.
No, there definitely wasn't any guac there. Cheese, beans, chorizo. Oh man, I hope they didn't forget.
Hawks has continued to maintain hope that there may still be an undiscovered sliver of avocado somewhere in his tortilla. However, with his fears for the meal mounting, Hawks has reportedly considered asking the cashier for a refund at various points while eating the burrito.
The thing is, I don't think there's any guacamole in here. You know, I think I would know if there was. If you had a burrito and it was missing cheese, you might not notice it because there's sour cream, but guacamole is completely different. I just don't know how I wouldn't have tasted it by now. Oh, Christ. I'm almost done with this now.
Easy 3 ingredients. Preheat to 325. 1. Potato whole. 2. Mustard. So easy. 3. Liquid. I use oat milk. Turn off. So easy.
Obesity levels are on the rise in the US, with nearly a third of adults considered obese.
And yet, if you look around, it seems like cucumber is everywhere. In our salads, on our sandwiches, even in our water. So if cucumber is widely available, why are people still fat? Now, this could be explained away easily if cucumber tasted bad. But here's the thing, cucumber actually tastes good. Given everything we know, shouldn't our graph look like this? That's better. Ultimately, this baffling disconnect between the availability of cucumbers and rising obesity might come down to the fact that fat people just aren't aware of cucumbers and how to buy them. This is a cucumber. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and any grocery store should have them. You can even buy several cucumbers at a time. See? Now that wasn't so hard.
How to make homemade strawberry boba. First, boil a pot of water, then add boba. Wait, what are you doing? I said add boba. That's broccoli, that is not boba. No, this is not right. Stop this right now. We agreed to make boba. I don't understand why you are doing this. Why did you say you were going to make strawberry boba and then just not make strawberry boba? What is the point? Is this some kind of sadistic game to you? Oh my god. You.
What's up, guys? In honor of Thanksgiving, we're going to be making mashed potatoes the way the Pilgrims made them back in the day. It's a bit different than the mashed potatoes you're probably used to eating, but we make them every year. They're super easy and so delicious. Start with 5 pounds of potatoes, preferably ones you stole from a Native American tribe after massacring them. You're gonna wanna peel them and then boil them in the massive cast iron bucket you also bathe in. Then we're gonna drain them and add some local seasoning. And don't forget the aromatics. And then for some added texture, you're gonna wanna add some goat hair. If you're vegan, don't worry, you can easily sub this out for some pine needles. And then, for some added tang, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of blood from a suspected witch. And finally, you're gonna wanna mash them in the traditional manner. It may seem a bit tedious if you're used to using a stand mixer, but trust me, it really adds a lot of nice flavor. Just garnish with some local herbs, and bon appetit! For more recipes, check out theonion.com.
I just love those weeknights when my busy family can still have dinner together. Here's a simple recipe that's hearty and delicious. And best of all, it can be made in just 1 pot, 6 pans, 10 woks, and 25 baking sheets. Now the beauty of this recipe is all you need to get started is an 8-quart pot. First, we're gonna sweat some garlic, onions, and spices in extra virgin olive oil for about 15 minutes while checking on the roasted potatoes. Your first round of roasted potatoes should be done so they can cool while you pop in the broccoli and summer squash and start dicing the green onions. Set aside half of the green onions for garnish, along with the parsley, radishes, sage, lemon zest, and leeks. Don't forget to add garlic and ginger to the cod in one wok about halfway through sweating your veggies, and chilies and fresh ground black pepper to the beef in your second wok right after. You don't want your ginger or beef to overcook, so it's important to have 2 timers going. Just don't forget which one is which. I love to throw all the ingredients in all the pans, pots, woks, and baking sheets, and not have to think about them. What's great about this recipe is the potatoes, pasta, broccoli, dried chili, beef, parsnips, beets, and all 12 sauces can cook at the same time. It helps to have a second and third oven, but you can get by with just one if you've got several hours to spare before dinner time. Now it's time to throw everything in with the veggies. Let's start with that 24-hour chicken marinade. In you go. Now pull the yellow onions off the grill. That char flavor is key. Pick some fresh basil from the garden for garnish. Torch the carrots to bring out their sweetness. And take the meatballs off right when the salmon is done. And just add everything to your big pot, and we're done. Where are my ladles? A simple recipe for a delicious weeknight meal with your family.